Hi lovely doctors, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to tackle anxiety and how to revise properly since only 2 months are left for the FMGE exam. Let's get started. Starting with what my situation was during this period of time. Well, I was very anxious, very tensed about what's going to happen. I had almost finished all the subjects by now and I was on the verge of revising everything. Contrary to that, some of my friends, they were not through with all the subjects and they had about 3 to 4 subjects left, and after that they also had to revise. But every one of us cleared this exam. If you have already finished all the subjects, then you need to start revising. At least 2 to 3 revisions are important before the exams, and if you haven't finished all the subjects, then this is the time to finish it. You need at least a month to revise everything. So try to finish everything before 17th of December since the exam is on 17th of January. So you have about a month, more than a month. So I think that will be enough for the remaining subjects. Talking about the anxiety and the tension which goes on, it is very obvious, and if you are feeling nervous, then this is a good thing because you are actually studying. If you wouldn't have studied, then you wouldn't be nervous, right? I think it's very normal, but you also have to realize that the time is very limited now. Like I have always been telling before, the last 2 months will only give you the result which you need. If you study for 8 to 10 hours a day, it will make a difference. Even if you haven't given your 100% before, then you have to give it now. When I was in your position, I didn't know how much studying will be enough for me to pass this exam. I just kept on going, even though I felt like it's okay, I think I'm done with it, but I didn't give up. I just kept on revising again and again. I had finished everything before 2 months, and after that all I did was revise. But it was not like I took it for granted. I actually studied for 8 to 9 hours daily, and I was anxious, I was tensed. All I did was talk to people I like, for example my family, my friends. Since all my friends were giving the exam too, it was easier for me because everybody was in the similar position as me. We just shared our thoughts, we just shared some questions sometimes, and we used to make each other feel lighter. And if you also have friends who are helpful, then you just give them a call and try to lift each other up. That will help you a lot. There will be times when you will feel like you're exhausted and you can't take any more information anymore, the brain clogging effect. Then you just take a bit of a break. I think maximum 1 day break will be all. You can't take more than a day break. Then you can get going again. And also before sleeping, just make sure you make a plan of the next day and you try to follow it. Like not the whole, even if you can finish 80 to 90% of your plan, that will be more than enough. Also, don't be too harsh on yourself. You have to make a lot of sacrifices and you have to tell your body that you need to work extra hard this time. And about the revision, like I told you, it's very important to revise during this time. If you haven't finished it, then try to finish everything before a month of your exams and then revise for a month at least. If you're thinking of revising by watching some videos, then I don't think that's the right approach. I think you need to master the notes. You need to revise your notes. If you haven't made your own notes, then the printed notes, you just have to go through them again and again, more than watching any video. Also practice a lot of questions, and if you can, you just join Telegram channels also where they send the questions. And other than that, whatever coaching you're taking, do the questions in that app. If you haven't taken any coaching, then Telegram is the only option, because most of the people who haven't taken any coaching, they don't practice much questions, but practicing questions is the most important thing, I believe. And being confident will help you score a lot of marks, because I have seen people who know a lot but have messed up in the paper just because they were underconfident. So yeah, I think each of you will pass this exam with flying colors. I just wish you all the best. Study very, very hard. Be confident. Don't let your nervousness ruin your days. Try to focus and try to put in that extra work. I think that will make you pass this exam. Bye bye.